say that the biggest challenge in life is to be yourself in a world that is always trying to make you like everyone else. In other words, please give another warm round of applause for our next speaker, a sophomore here at North Clayton High School, Sandra O.
I was born and raised in Ghana since I was 4 years old. Those were the best moments of my life. My story is called An Outlier in Life's Scatterplot. My story really begins when my dad came to Ghana when I was 4 and wanted me and my older sister to come live with him in America. See, I was scared for 2 reasons. One, I never met my dad before, so he was a complete stranger to me, and I wasn't really confident in being with him. And 2, I would be leaving my mother, who was the closest person to me. I was scared, but I knew that this was for the best in my future and that coming to America was a better opportunity. So my downfall really begins when I started school here. I was the one kid out of everybody else who didn't fit in. I was just the outlier. Nobody sat with me at lunch. Nobody talked to me. I smiled less. I rarely talked. And I didn't even laugh. I became desperate. Not for attention, but to be regular. Average, basic. This is life, the scatter plot that we call life. I was the outlier. Everybody fit into this crazy plot, but I was just that one who was thrown at the last minute. I didn't know where I was supposed to belong. I just went along with the flow to make myself feel better. But I realized that this didn't change people's outlook on me. I was still teased, laughed at, mostly about my culture that I was proud to be a part of. I didn't understand why they gave me these horrible African comments about living in a hut, chasing lions, all these crazy things. But they say ignorance is truly bliss. I didn't know who I was. I didn't know what others thought I was. But looking at it now, if someone was to ask me, create yourself, I couldn't. I didn't have a true definition of what create yourself meant. So that's where my first point comes in. You have to create yourself and not let others create you. Find who you really are. Define yourself, not let others define you. So, 2000, by the beginning of my 3rd grade year, I was still the outlier. I didn't fit in. No one was my friend. No one talked to me. But I had a teacher. She was different than the rest of them. Her name was Miss Conyers, and she really made us read. Like, she made us read so much. But I'm happy that she made us do these things. A book that I could say really changed my life to this day, out of all 300 books that I've read from the beginning of 3rd to 5th, was The Skin I'm In. It was about a girl named Malika who struggled with the everyday taunts she faced in school. They either talked about her clothes, and if not that, her good grades. They even talked about her dark skin. I was never racially made fun of, but my body type and my features were judged harshly. I never understood why they did these things and said these things. But at that point, I shouldn't really have cared. 2010, my dad wanted me and my sister to go back to Ghana. We thought we would be staying for a couple of weeks. We ended up staying for 15 months. At that moment, I was happy. Finally, to see my mom and my close relatives that I hadn't seen in so long. This was my chance. It was my breakthrough to get away from the taunting I faced in Georgia. I came home to all of this. Friends, family, just everything that I truly missed about Ghana. And then school started. Here I was again, the outlier. Not fitting in. Instead, this time, I was laughed at for my heavy weight. I wasn't the biggest kid, but I was far from skinny. There was even an instant where I cried because little kids, younger than I was, stood there pointing fingers and laughing at me. But now I understand that they weren't laughing at me because of my weight. They were laughing at me because I was different. So here I am again. My name is Sandra, and I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. I had to find my passion. I had to find something that I could fit into, something that would give me a chance to be unique, a way to be my shining star. I had to be someone that I knew I was, not what somebody else thought I was. I began writing poems, stories, speeches, essays. I actually wrote all of this out of a whim, just for fun, because this is who I am. Creativity comes so easily to me, and I enjoy this. It made me happy. It defined me. 7th grade, I knew that it was time for me to break through. I had to find people who were just like me, who understood me. So I found a community. I found the people that believed in me, that had the same goals as I did. I joined band. These are the people that literally gave me life. They helped me find me. They gave me what I couldn't give in myself. I was my biggest enemy, not everyone else. Me, Sandra. To end it off, I would like to read a poem I wrote. It's called Beautiful Me. Beautiful me, so hard to see. Tears running down my cheek, bare hands between my hair. Beautiful me, so hard to see, pain in my eyes, memories of laughter, memories of happiness, nothing but time flies. Kiss between my palm, lifted towards the sky and shout, beautiful me. 6 feet under in hushed voices, I hear screaming. Fear my name and giving me blame, so hard to see, blinded by dirt, the words and the ways I've been hurt. Beautiful me, just so hard to see, give me relief, just let me go. naked to the wind, light to the sun, dark to the moon. Emptiness between one's toes, blood between thy nose. Crawling on my knees to find the beauty in me. Be the outlier. Who cares? Because no one's perfect. Life isn't perfect. You define yourself. Create yourself. Find your passion. And find your community. Thank you.